significance of the latest results is twofold. First of all, it significantly increases the grade of the scandium that we've previously encountered in our drilling programs. So the reassay data suggests, and it's reflecting more of the truer grade of the scandium at the locality. It's suggesting that the actual scandium grades are on average at least 11% higher than previously quoted. And from the work, we are seeing areas where potentially the scandium grades are somewhere between 20 to 50% in excess of the grades previously quoted. And the real significance of that is that not only are we seeing a demonstration of its true or higher grade potential, but it also gives us the confidence that with the drilling we've done, we know the substantial aerial extent of mineralisation, plus the grades that we're now seeing. It gives us the confidence to go ahead and estimate a maiden JORC resource for the Murga North portion of the overall Murga complex. And this Murga North maiden JORC resource will be estimated in conjunction with the Melrose resource estimate, the work for which is currently underway. Yeah, so at Murga, one of the nice problems we have, it's a large area. It's a 20 square kilometre area, and the Murga North area that I've just touched upon is just about a small portion of that. We have already identified 3 to 4 other target areas within the Murga North complex, the 20 square kilometre area. However, the drilling on those other areas is still very broad spaced. It's sort of on the order of 300 to 400 metre drill centres. So the next phase of drilling that we're actively developing and planning up right now, where we're going through the regulatory approval process, is to go and drill these additional areas that we've already identified, but to infill the drilling. So to bring it down from 300 to 400 metre drill centres down to the 100 metre drill centre spacing. So we envisage a program of potentially over 100 air core holes. We also want to do some RC and diamond drilling with the aim of drilling out at a greater detail these additional areas, because we believe that at the end of the day, the Murga complex, in addition to Murga North, has the very distinct potential to host multiple high-grade scandium resources. We're seeing some really interesting and really potentially very exciting developments in the hydrogen space, and it's all happening now as we speak. We know that people looking for alternatives to existing petroleum and oil and diesel products are looking to other sources of green energy, and one of those sources is hydrogen. Hydrogen is being looked at as a new fuel, for a new synthetic fuel, if you like, for internal combustion engines. But one of the biggest growth areas and future demands of hydrogen is as a fuel to power solid oxide fuel cells, which in turn generates electricity. We're seeing a number of new developments announced by some of the leading car manufacturers. So have a look at some of the recent commentary from Porsche, BMW and Toyota. These are all companies that are looking at hydrogen and the application of solid oxide fuel cells. And where scandium comes into this, and this is the really critical point, is for a solid oxide fuel cell to work efficiently and at optimum performance, it needs scandium metal to really help, as I say, drive the efficiency and optimize the solid oxide fuel cell reaction. So effectively, hydrogen comes into the fuel cell, it mixes with cathodes and anodes that have a component of scandium metal applied to them, and that drives the conductivity, the conversion of oxygen, all those internal chemical reactions that take place within the solid oxide fuel cells. So for Rimfire, this is really exciting stuff, because as the world continues to take up more and apply more of the hydrogen technology, and they start to use more and more solid oxide fuel cells, in order for these processes to achieve their maximum, their most efficient, they will need scandium. And there's a local example of this happening right under our noses here in South Australia, where the South Australian government is in the process of building a hydrogen generating and also power generation hub just outside of Whyalla, northwest of Adelaide. They're proposing, the government, to build a 200 megawatt power station using solid oxide fuel cells that is powered by locally produced hydrogen. So these are real world applications. And from Rimfire, as the only ASX listed junior with this very sole focus on Scandium, being abreast and being aware of these new technologies for Scandium and being part of this new wave of Scandium usage associated with new fuels such as hydrogen is really important, and it's super exciting.